What if I told you there's an invisible force stealing your money every single day? And what's crazy is you don't even realize it. Sounds dramatic, right? But this is not some conspiracy theory. This is real life. And it's the reason why people work their entire lives and still end up broke. And no, I'm not talking about taxes, emergency funds, or the Starbucks drive-thru you swore you'd stop going to. In today's video, I'm going to reveal the silent wealth killer. And here's the worst part. Nobody talks about it because they don't even know it's happening to them. But by the time you finish watching this, it'll all become crystal clear for you. Because once you understand what I'm about to tell you, you'll never look at your money the same way again. So what is this silent wealth killer? Well, let's talk about it. But first, let me paint you a picture. Imagine you're 22, fresh out of college. You land your first job. You're making just enough to feel independent, but not enough to stop eating instant noodles and frozen TV dinners. Then, something simple but dangerous happens. You get a raise. Not a big one, just a few extra $100 a month. I guess not something to necessarily brag about. But now you start thinking, I deserve to treat myself. So, you upgrade your apartment, get the slightly nicer car with Bluetooth, and start eating sushi instead of ramen. Fast forward a few years, you're making even more money. But somehow, you're still broke. How? Well, it's because of something called lifestyle creep. And don't worry, I'll show you exactly how lifestyle creep is ruining you with real examples. So just bear with me. What is lifestyle creep? Lifestyle creep is the silent wealth killer that nobody talks about, because it doesn't feel like you're doing anything wrong. Every time your income increases, your spending quietly increases with it. And before you know it, you're living paycheck to paycheck, just in a fancier house with a slightly better couch. It's almost like quicksand. You don't notice it until it's too late. Just put this into perspective. Think about professional athletes. They go from making nothing in college to multi-million-dollar contracts overnight. And what do? They buy 14 cars, a mansion with 12 guest rooms, even though they don't like visitors, and a $100,000 watch, even though their phone already tells the time. Then boom! Retirement comes early, the paychecks stop, and they're flat out broke within a few years. This is the first point I want you to take from this video. If multi-millionaires can go broke from lifestyle creep, imagine what it's doing to the rest of us, average blue-collar workers just trying to make ends meet. How lifestyle creep is silently killing your wealth. Now, you don't even realize it, but lifestyle creep is stealing your future wealth right under your nose. The problem with most people is that, 1, you increase expenses, but not savings. You get a raise, but instead of investing it, you upgrade your lifestyle. Your future self? Screaming. 2, it tricks you into thinking you're making progress. You feel richer, but your bank account isn't growing. Your net worth stays the same. Or worse, drops. 3, it locks you into the golden handcuffs. The more you spend, the more dependent you become on your paycheck. Suddenly, you can't afford to take risks or quit your job. And guess what? That's exactly how society wants you. Trapped. Look, you need to understand this clearly. The number one thing we all must know about lifestyle creep, the sneaky, silent wealth killer, is this. It doesn't feel like you're going broke until it's too late. Seriously, lifestyle creep is like a toxic relationship. At first, it's all fun and games. You get a raise, and suddenly, your 10-year-old Honda starts looking like a Flintstones car. You think, I deserve better. So, you upgrade. Then you get another raise, and boom, you're at a furniture store saying things like, this couch is an investment. Fast forward a few years, and you're making 6 figures but still broke as hell, wondering where all your money went. Spoiler, it's sitting in your driveway, in your walk-in closet, and in that overpriced coffee machine that connects to Wi-Fi for no reason. How does lifestyle creep trap you? As I've explained throughout the channel, lifestyle creep tricks you into thinking you're leveling up. But in reality, you're just upgrading your broke lifestyle to a fancier broke lifestyle. This is basically how it'll look. Making $50,000? Struggling. Making $100K? Struggling. Just in designer clothes. Making $200K? Struggling. But now you have an espresso machine that speaks Italian. It sounds absurd, but it's real life. And what's crazy is that's only the beginning. Pay attention. What I'm about to explain next is honestly the one thing that will only get worse for you as the years go by. And this point in particular, is something I need to discuss with you seriously. Inflation, the ultimate financial thief. Just imagine you had $1,000 in a shoebox last year. Well, today, thanks to inflation, that same money is worth less. Not because it changed, but because everything else got more expensive. And guess what? The government doesn't fix inflation. They create it. They basically print more money, devalue the dollar, and boom, your savings start melting like ice cream in the sun. This concept has more details, and we'll dive deeper into it in upcoming videos in the Financial Freedom series. Just make sure to subscribe to the channel. How inflation is keeping you broke. This is a reality check I want you to remember for the rest of your life. Your paycheck doesn't grow as fast as prices do. You think you're making more money, but in reality, your raise just covers the extra cost of gas and eggs. It's like running on a treadmill, except the treadmill is on fire, and someone keeps increasing the speed. Your savings are getting destroyed. Let's be real. If your money is just sitting in a bank account earning 0.01% interest, inflation is eating it alive. It's like putting your cash in a blender and hitting liquefy. Your dreams are getting delayed. House prices skyrocketing, vacations twice the price. Retirement? What the heck is that? The good news is that I have a simple solution for you, and it's exactly what I'm about to explain here, so listen closely. How to fight the cost of inflation. The rich don't fear inflation, they beat it. It's hard to explain this in detail, but what I want you to do is this. Invest in assets. Stocks, real estate, crypto, things that grow. Earn in multiple ways. Side hustles, businesses, passive income. Stop hoarding cash. Your money isn't safe in the bank. It's getting weaker. You've heard me say this in recent videos, but inflation is like a silent tax on your life. And if you don't outgrow it, you're stuck working harder for money that's worth less and less every year. So next time you hear inflation is only 3%, just know your wallet is already screaming for help. How to escape lifestyle creep. All right, now that I've roasted your spending habits, let's talk about how to fix this. Because once you break free from lifestyle creep, that's when wealth starts compounding. Please listen to me carefully because I want to give you a golden piece of advice. Number 1, set a wealth rule. Before you get a raise, before your next raise, decide what percentage of this will I invest? 50% into investments, 30% into savings, 20% to spend guilt-free. That way, you actually grow wealth instead of just spending more. Second act broke, stay rich. Now, since I've talked about this topic extensively, I often get a recurring question. Why do the rich keep getting richer? Well, it's simple. This is exactly what rich people do differently. Warren Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958. Mark Zuckerberg drives a Honda. Probably has Bluetooth, but still you get the point. They don't let lifestyle creep eat their wealth. So next time you get that bonus, tax refund, or raise, don't go upgrading everything. Invest it instead. 3. Measure net worth, not income. Look, you need to understand this clearly. Forget how much you make. The real flex? How much you keep. Track your net worth. Focus on assets, not lifestyle. Make investments work for you. Now listen, please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying you should never enjoy life, but all I'm saying is that if you're not careful, lifestyle creep will keep you broke, no matter how much money you make. So next time you get extra money, don't let it creep away. Put it to work, because real wealth isn't about looking rich. It's about having freedom. So here's your challenge. As soon as you get a raise or some extra money, don't just spend it. Put it to work, because that is the difference between looking rich and actually being rich. If you found this eye-opening, smash that like button so YouTube shows this to more people. In fact, if true financial freedom and stealth wealth is your ultimate goal, we've created a video in less than 10 minutes that'll reveal step-by-step how to become rich. Just click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.